the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here, joined by the great Shaquille O'Neal and the equally great Kenny the Jet Smith. And tonight, it'll be the 76ers going up against the home team. And for Golden State, it's been an ideal start to their regular season. So often you see teams plodding through the early part of the schedule, trying to find the right lineup combinations and the playing style that suits them. That has not been the case with them. They've been hitting on all cylinders since day one. We'll be expecting a major air raid here in tonight's game. Two teams that live and die by the long ball. Shaq, we talk about how great three-point shooting helps you spread the floor. Tell us why that's a good idea.
Ernie, extra space can lead to more open shots. And when the guys are knocking them down, makes it harder to double guys on the block.
But you think about it, Ernie. When you can shoot that three ball, that means the defense has to come out, which creates so many driving lanes and mismatches all over the floor. This is one for the ages.
That's how they beat us in 94, 95.
Oh, yeah. We started that.
Yeah.
We started that.
With Kenny's long-range marksmanship.
Yep.
Game's just about ready to start. I got to send it to Kevin Harlan with the call.
I stopped counting after 7.
That's a record, right?
Yeah, I stopped counting.
Sit down. Be humble. 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 Sit down.
Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will join us from the sideline. It's Philadelphia facing the Golden State Warriors. Before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, Kevin, the Warriors are one of the best offensive teams in the league, and Steve Kerr talks about his offensive philosophy often. He said, I believe unequivocally as a coach, and I believed it as a player, that the ball has to move. When the ball stops, the game stops. And I don't think we can win at the highest level by playing too much one-on-one. Kevin?
Thanks for that, D.A. And the Warriors move the ball so quickly. Their team chemistry is off the charts. Looking at tonight's game, two exceptional three-point shooting teams, Doris. How do you see this one playing out?
Well, usually, Kevin, with two quality shooting teams, it's about who gets rhythm, who gets open looks, and obviously, can you get into the space of shooters if you're the defensive team?
Golden State will get the first possession. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And so, in the game for the 76ers, we've got baddest one. The machine is out there with prime time. Then it's the bodyguard, and it's Simmons in at the 3 slot. On defense, the Warriors coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
You know what? That's a game where the coach might just want to burn the video because there's no question they're a better team than what we saw, but they got crushed on that night.
They sleptwalked through that entire effort. Way too much talent on the roster for them to let that happen.
Johnson gets to Curry. They set the pick. McGee a screen, stolen away, and they're pushing it up. Here's baddest one. He trains the quick shot.
Well, this guy's a rock. You know, this is a player that you can count on to produce under any circumstance.
Pick by West. Curry kicks to Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Well, the long-range game is just superb. Klay Thompson has built his career on his ability to shoot with range.
Simmons against Durant. Prime time. Again, Philadelphia. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Curry dishes to Durant. And stolen by Simmons. the baddest one. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Fires from deep. Moves back up. And it's good on the way up.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Well, you better be more physical on the glass because they wanted that rebound more than them, plain and simple.
Now, here's Curry. 14 points from him the last game against Minnesota. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Buries it from three-point range. Thompson's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Warriors. Outside, Simmons. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
No answer for Simmons, a tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
The 76ers shooting their first free throw of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line. Their ability to score in bunches really is unmatched throughout the league. They'll be caught along with the team, and all of a sudden they have that 20-point lead in like 3 minutes. It can happen so fast that I think at times the other teams are shell-shocked.
Last set of the pick for Thompson. Another three to Golden State.
Well, Klay Thompson is one of the most incredibly consistent players off the screen. He gets separation and gets it off quickly.
Here's Baddest one. He's covered by Thompson. Here's prime time, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. And talking about the Warriors and their ability to build a lead very quickly, the shooting they have, Greg, is a very big part of how they can just bury a team.
It is. Their shooting, especially from deep, but also their defense. One kind of feeds the other in terms of how they can steamroll teams and create that momentum. And only the special teams can put a game away with a 5-minute run, but this is one that has consistently done it over the last 3 years.
And the first one drops. Good as he hits both of his shots.
I'll tell you, he's coming through for them at the free throw line today. His form has been perfect.
Thompson passes to Durant. The screen from Thompson. Durant kicks to McGee. Cuts off the pass. Here's prime time, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
Bangs home the trifecta. The bodyguard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Warriors trail by 9. Curry on the wing. He feeds it to McGee. Back to Curry. And it's West in the corner. Called for run. Oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Maybe too soon to start talking about this, Doris, but we see some young teams getting blown out. Clearly they're in rebuild mode. At what point do you start to focus on player development versus winning games?
You know, this is such a tough organizational issue because you have to balance the priority of giving your young talent an opportunity to get the repetition necessary in a playing environment in a competitive situation versus we owe a commitment to our fans to win and win at a high level because they're paying the ticket prices and ultimately, playing a part in our success. So I think some of this has to be, where are we at the midway point? Are we legitimately in playoff contention, or is it time to now focus on our player development? This is an organizational decision that has to happen organically over 82 games.
And you know what losing does to a culture? It can disintegrate a culture.
No, it's a great point. You do not want young players to get comfortable with losing. You are so right about that, Kevin.
And David West drops them both. The 76ers leading by 7. Past the baddest one. Here's the machine. Here's prime time. Passes it to the machine. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Whoa, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Golden State's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. Curry kicks to Thompson. And Curry has it in the corner. Lets it go from deep. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
The offense is really clicking. 4 for 5 from the field to start. Nice.
The pass to Battister. Here's the machine. He's covered by Thompson. Good on the shot. 6 points for the machine.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Here's the dish to Durant. And it's off from three-point range. Philadelphia's on 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside, Simmons. Over Durant. And Durant sends it back.
Kevin Durant uses his length so well. And how about the timing to send that rejection back?
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Battis one. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
He's fighting it in this quarter. Hasn't been able to get into any sort of groove.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Now let's jump over to the 2K leaderboard to get an idea of which big men have been this season's most elite low-post scoring threats. You look at prime time. 3rd in the league, he typically dominates out there. He can seemingly score at will.
That's as scary a collection of big men as you'd want to see. I mean, game planning for any of them is a challenge because you know how much defensive attention you're going to have to devote to them.
And even with entire defenses schemed around stopping them, their scoring output always remains high. These fellas are anchors in the post for each of their teams.
Warriors trail by 11. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Well, I mean, he needs to talk to his guys. The interior defense has been horrific.
Absolutely no rim protection whatsoever. At this point, the other team is walking all over them on the inside.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
Checked in. Then for the 76ers, Robert Covington comes in for Simmons, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for the bodyguard. Thompson outside. He dishes it to Curry, and stolen by Redick. Here's Battis one. Warriors with the rebound. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are two teams at different ends of the spectrum as far as the talent is concerned.
And after Kevin Durant made his decision to leave the Oklahoma City Thunder, he instantly became one of the most polarizing players, it seemed, Greg, in the NBA.
Listen, Kevin Durant has always been a star in this league, but now he's become the story. It's something that he can handle, but doesn't try to seek out. It was able to prove all the naysayers wrong and just having another amazing season.
Well, Iguodala gets himself squared up for shooting. You can't give him that kind of space.
Here's Dennis one, and the call will be against Primetime. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers tack on 2 more. And the Warriors with some changes. Pachulia, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Young comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. Warriors trail by 10. Outside Curry. Young, a screen on Covington. And Curry, here we go. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. When Curry is on the floor, you can just see how he impacts the play. Even when he doesn't have the ball, defenders can't help off too far or he'll make him pay. Doris, I've seen defenders give up an open layup just not to get Curry a clean look from deep.
Well, that's why the stat sheet doesn't tell the entire story relative to the influence Steph Curry has on the outcome of the game. The commitment required to cover Curry allows opportunities for other people on his team.
Free throw good by Curry. As we talk about speed and quickness being a difference maker on offense, which players really use those attributes to lock down players defensively.
I think it's hard not to look at Marcus Smart and Jay Crowder. The kind of physical attributes, meaning speed, toughness, length, but they also have the mindset necessary to look opposite some of the best players in the league and say, not on my watch. I'm going to get down in my stance and I'm going to prohibit you from getting to your strengths. It's really maybe underappreciated by everyone except coaches and fans of the game.
True, and you and I were just talking about Tony Allen.
That's a great point. I mean, Tony Allen has made his career specifically on the defensive end because, as you know, he's an opportunistic cutter, and if you leave him open, he can make an uncontested mid-range. But the reality is, Tony Allen is in the NBA because he is a great defensive player.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
I don't know how personal this thing is getting. If you train a 3 on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
That one goes in.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
Livingston with it. Outside Curry. Young in the corner. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one. Kicks it to Covington. Lets it go. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Warriors trail by 9. Iguodala outside. Young with no one around. Another 3 for Golden State.
They're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Embiid. He had 10 points in the win against the Kings in Sacramento.
And guys, he was also huge on defense, turning away 2 shots and altering countless more.
Young against Covington. And Young kicks to Livingston. Young, right side. Ball loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington.
And with the pause and the action, let's look at the numbers for Covington. He's averaging 7 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
Yeah, love the job they've done here to protect the paint.
Off target with the open look. Saric outside. That's the baddest one. Offline with his 3. Warriors trail by 6. Livingston pushes to Kirk. Back to Livingston. Got a hand on it. Here's Reddick. Nice form on the 20-footer. And the 76ers lead by 8.
And very little defense here to start the game.
Boy, both teams rolling right now on the offensive end.
Connects from three-point range.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D shifts.
That is one from beyond the arc, and then some. That is one's got 17.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll right now if you're the defense, because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now.
That's to Sharich. Fires top of the key. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
They set the pick. Bede's doing it out. Curry passes to Pachulia. Shoots over Embiid. That's short off the rim.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
No good. Excellent D here by Iguodala. Outside Kirk. Young in the corner. And here's Iguodala outside. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just getting up in the pride.
Dishes it to Covington, and Bede sets the pick for Covington. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Got a piece of it. Pachulia with the steal. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game time. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on baddest one. That's foul number 2 for him.
Boy, picks up that second foul very early in this game. He's going to have to tread lightly for the rest of this half.
20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Now, here's Livingston. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. 5 on the clock. That one wide left. A 3-ball. Sinks the three-pointer. And the 76ers lead by 10. And so it's Philadelphia with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this. Basketball bloodlines of Klay Thompson. He tells us how his father and brother have become so involved with his success.
Dad always watches more film than me. And I watch film too. Not saying I don't. But they're both fans and they have a huge passion for the game. That's why they're still around it.
Yeah, you know, it's great to have that blend of support and competitiveness around you really your whole life.
Yeah, you can try to put a little something over on your coaches from time and again, even your teammates maybe, but family, they'll check you every time.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
It has, Greg, no doubt. Love that they've gotten after it on the defensive end. Just continue to put pressure on it.
They've got Young. Livingston is out there with Curry, and there's Iguodala. And it's Pachulia in at center. That's the Warriors' 5.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attempt.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. Ron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, a jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. DA, thank you. Well, you wouldn't think about it with the position he plays, but, you know, Doris Pachulia is an underrated playmaker, very knowledgeable about how to space the floor, and also can drop that perfect pass to a cutter if you let him.
Well, he's the near perfect teammate because he always understands the role that you want him to play. High IQ, he sees the floor, and he's very unselfish, Kev. He likes to make that extra pass.
Here's West. After the basket by Dario Saric. The feed to Livingston. It's tipped.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Reddick with the 3. It's rebounded by West. Warriors trail by 11. Livingston kicks to Iguodala. And stolen by Simmons. Prime time, the pass to Simmons. Count it. Simmons got 7 points in the game.
Really like watching Simmons go to work down low with his length and strength. There aren't many guys that can keep up with him.
Pick by West. Iguodala outside. Back to Young. Shoots the 3. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feet. Iguodala's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to prime time. To Simmons with the shot. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Iguodala kicks it to West. And here's Young from the arc. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And sometimes in that hostile environment, it is hard to stay true to who you are. But give them credit, they did, especially on offense.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, a testament to how level-headed this group is. Nice job executing on the offensive end of the floor.
Timeout called the Warriors. Doris, you've interviewed so many great players and coaches. What are some of the key personality traits that stars seem to share?
Yeah, I would say it's probably like somebody who's either a lawyer or a doctor, right? They're always A-type personalities. They're competitive. They're perfectionists. They have great capacity for work. I don't think you make it to the NBA unless you're incredibly committed.
Well said. McGee's checked in for Pachulia. Durant comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Klay Thompson in for Young. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. The Machines check in for Embiid. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Saric. Bodyguards checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's T.J. McConnell in for prime time.
And West, a knockdown mid-range shooter. You just assume it's going in whenever it leaves his hands.
His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now, here's Livingston, looking for his first basket still in this one. Durant kicks to Thompson. Picked by West. Thompson inside. It's deflected.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Again, Philadelphia.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you, you got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
Now here's West. Durant with a wide open look. The shot's good on the assist by West. Durant's got himself going there. His first points of the game with a deep ball. The pass to McConnell. Back to Simmons. it loose. Pass to the machine. Here's the bodyguard from deep. And it's Durant with the rebound.
I'll tell you, he's been dry from three-point range in the second quarter after hitting one in the first.
He kicks it to Livingston. He feeds it to Thompson. On the play, that's the count, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
Boy, Thompson keeps his composure through the contact. If you're going to foul him, it better be done right because you don't want to give him this and one.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One shot.
On the free throw, no good. Well, you just watch the way that Klay Thompson shoots, and you're surprised when the ball doesn't go in.
I mean, one thing with Klay, too, in his shot, he believes it's always going to go in. More importantly, so does his teammates. And he's got that shooter's mentality where he just will continue to trust in his mechanics. And I don't think he gets enough credit for just how hard he works to maintain that shot.
The 76ers shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here. That's good from Simmons.
And the athleticism that Simmons has is downright unreal. Just a remarkable talent who has the potential to be one of the all-time greats.
Livingston dishes to Durant. And it's McGee atop the key. Now here's Livingston. He's covered by McConnell. Livingston no luck.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. And that's 11 points for the machine.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Timeout called the Warriors. Of course, we're always talking about players developing their skill sets. What do you think is the hardest skill to develop as a broadcaster?
I think for me the hardest skill to learn was to learn how to relax, to have fun, to not be anything but your most authentic self, because I think the viewer picks up on it if you're forcing things, if you're trying to be another broadcaster that perhaps you like to emulate. So I'd say that was the hardest thing.
I always say broadcasting a basketball game is like a running conversation between two people because there's so much scoring and the rhythm and the flow of the game just lend itself to that.
At its best, you're 100% correct.
For Philadelphia. Primetime comes in for Rashawn Holmes. And Baniswan subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Now Livingston, quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The dish to Durant. Shot clock at 6. This one for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Durant's got 6 in the quarter.
Now really found his stroke here in the second quarter after missing everything in the first.
Pass it to Baniswan. Off the pick. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
You simply can't give him. You have to fight through the screen and at least get a hand in the face of the shooter.
Now here's McGee. This game he had 12. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. First foul. Here's Thompson, and he drops him away up off the glass. Thompson's got 13.
What a fantastic game he's had on the offensive end. If only his teammates could keep up.
To the right side. Baddest one. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his third assist on the night.
Even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
And it's McGee with the jam.
Boy, the assist just put on time and on target. Easy shot opportunity.
Here's baddest one. He's covered by Livingston. And there's the pass to baddest one. Here's the machine. Pass the baddest one. There's the three. And it's the machine with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Curry's checked in for Golden State. Stephen Curry. Warriors trail by 16. West outside. On the wing, Thompson. And another three for Golden State.
Let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
They get it again. Pass the baddest one. Tries again. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. Golden State's gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. Here's Curry, and another basket for Golden State.
I'll tell you, his mid-range jumper is far less talked about than his three-point ability, but Steph Curry can be deadly with the mid-range.
Here's primetime. He's coming off a 16-point game against Sacramento.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
And here's Curry. Down low. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead step down to just 12 points with the basket from McGee.
Well, scorer, distributor, it does not matter. Steph Curry is a monster. What a pass there.
Scooped up. Now the pass to baddest one. Goes back up. Pulls up from the corner. And that one's good. Simmons got 14 points.
I'll tell you, what a start in the first quarter, and now he's taking it to a new level here in the second.
The Warriors shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%.
And how about last season, Steve Kerr becoming the fastest coach in NBA history to reach the 200-win plateau? This guy has had nothing but success in his first run and already considered one of the elite coaches in the league.
Now here's Simmons after the miss from Klay Thompson. And off the front iron, and in it goes. That's now 8 points for prime time. Curry passes to Thompson. Back to Curry. McGee is screened. Now here's Curry. He's guarded closely. Fires the three. And another three for Golden State. Endures for Kerr to get win number 200. The team only needed 238 games played. For those wondering, that is an insane 84% winning percentage.
Wow. Yeah, Kat, you look at all the coaches in any sport, and none of them comes close to that career winning percentage. And for all his success, the guy remains humble and does nothing but give credit to the players. This guy deserves recognition for an incredible record.
And here are the 76ers now, following the three from Kevin Durant. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Buries the long-range jumper. 31 points for baddest one.
and wasn't sure he could keep up the pace he set from three-point range in that first, but boy, has he ever.
1:22 left in the first half of the game. Durant kicks to Curry. Got a piece of it.
And don't forget about the long reach that Simmons possesses. That he uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with blocks like that.
Inside, here's Durant, and the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
And they haven't worked it inside as much as they did earlier in the game. Now that they have the lead, they don't seem as determined to pound it down low.
And something that surprised me last season was the play of Kevin Durant on the defensive end. He's always been, Doris, considered a solid defender. But he seemed to make a bigger jump last year and how he impacted that end of the floor.
Well, let's remember, Kev, that there was so much talk about who would protect the rim for the Golden State Warriors when Kevin Durant came aboard. Turns out he was their rim protector. This guy has a career high in blocks and formed an incredible duo with Draymond Green up front. Just great stuff.
That's good from Durant.
Well, Kevin Durant, one of the more efficient players that we have ever seen. This guy is a juggernaut by himself on the offensive end. He can score from virtually any spot on the court.
Here's Pattis one. Here's McConnell. No, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That's on Nick Young.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The 76ers shooting their fifth and 6 free throws of the game. He's off on the first. Indeed, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And he sinks the second. So it's the Warriors now. 11-point game. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Picked by Pachulia. On the wing, it's Iguodala. He dishes it to Durant. Here's Curry with the three. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 5 assists tonight.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
Now, here's Holt. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Now, here is Young. He's covered by McConnell. Pachulia with the screen on Covington. Curry can't get it to go.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
And so it's Philadelphia going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Steph, what do you think of your defense in the first half?
We're a step late, I think. And, they made tough shots. You can't take away from that. But for the most part, we have to find a way to guard that line if they're knocking down shots to keep them out the game.
We'll see where the adjustments take you. Thanks, Steph. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. This big mountain of a man is Shaquille O'Neal. And this hill of a man is Kenny the Jet Smith. Checking out the 76ers. Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Well, they've been playing with some toughness. And it's led to a nice lead for them, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers. And now they need to stay mean, Ernie. Cannot lose that edge in the second half.
And over to Kenny now. How do you think the Warriors were playing?
They just gave up way too many good looks from the three-point line. That means either you haven't followed the game plan correctly or you're not executing it correctly. Either way, it's wrong. So From the looks of the first half, they need to aggressively close out on shooters to close this gap and the score.
And that is just about going to wrap it up as the second half is moments away. Down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. You know, baddest one has been exceptional here, guys.
And in that first half, something we don't see a lot of from him, the ability to make everyone around him better.
I don't think there's any question that that's an added bonus for this team, Greg. I'll be interested to see if he can keep it up in the second half.
Philadelphia leading by 10. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Sharridge is out there with Johnson. Then there's baddest one. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Luwawu in at the 2 spot.
Well, with that much space around him, maybe he's better off attacking the basket than settling for the jumper. The D slow to rotate, and he misses out on an easy chance from mid-range.
Here's baddest one. And Durant sends it back. But he recovers it. That's the baddest one. 5 to shoot. Johnson will pass the baddest one. Moves back up. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Well, guys, his scoring has been maybe the biggest factor in building this lead, and he's got plenty of energy left.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Trail by 13. Curry dishes to Durant. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Here's Thompson. Kicks to Curry. McGee sets the pick for Curry. To the middle, 6 to shoot, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Yeah, there's so much to Steph Curry's greatness. He runs the pick and roll to perfection.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Here's baddest one, Johnson. It's rebounded by West.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it the ball.
Well, certainly a disappointing result, but they'll live with the shot. They'll take that every time.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Well, he's been outstanding offensively. His performance has been one of the things that's gone right for them.
Excellent use of the screen that time. And the 76ers lead by 11.
And that's how you answer back.
Well, you can tell. That was a little give good, get good. Executed well on the offensive end, connects on the deep threat.
McGee a screen. Here's Durant. That one a tan off line to the right, but drops in for him. Durant's got 14 points for the game. Here's baddest one, guarded by Curry. That's to Luwawu. Here's baddest one, and again it's Philadelphia.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Back to Curry. Picked by West. From deep three-point range, the putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. He has 6.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. 3-pointers right on target. 39 points for baddest one. Warriors trail by 12. Now a timeout called by Golden State. Have to like what we're seeing from baddest one.
Well, I think this is a necessary timeout so they can figure out a way to limit the impact this guy's having from three-point range. They've got to dedicate more resources to their perimeter D.
Have to like what we're seeing from baddest one.
And he continues to burn them with his scoring. And the coaching staff's going to have to come up with a different approach defensively.
For Philadelphia, Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Johnson. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Saric, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Shot is good in the 76ers lead, but just 9 on the basket from Curry.
Well, his touch from beyond the arc is unparalleled. It is safe to say Steph Curry will go down as one of the greatest shooters in NBA history.
Now here's Embiid. Here's baddest one. Shoots over McGee. This is it to baddest one. Deep. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
I'll tell you, this guy will not stop pouring it on. It doesn't matter what approach they've tried to use against him. He has had an answer for everything.
West with the ball, guarded by Holmes. Picked by West. Feeds it to Thompson. McGee is screen on Embiid. Here's Thompson. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
It's Covington on the wing. The pass, the baddest one. It's Redick on the wing. That's the baddest one. 3-pointer. It's good from long range. Baddest one's got 45 points.
Boy, we're getting to the stretch run, and this guy is not cooled off. He is not about to let this lead slip away.
McGee is screened. Now here's Thompson. He started close. And it's Thompson with the jam.
When Klay Thompson gets cooking, it is really fun to watch. Remember, this guy set the record for most points in a quarter. Put a hearty 37 on the defense. I'll tell you, there are a lot of pretty jump shots in the NBA, but for my money right now, Klay Thompson is right at the top. He has perfected and honed his form, and boy, when he gets hot, it's lights out.
And here's Curry after J.J. Redick hitting the 3. Curry kicks to Thompson. Shot from 16, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And for Clay Doris and his shooting, he has worked to complete his entire set of offensive options. Started as just a shooter, but now he is a threat on many fronts.
Well, he's one of the best shooters to play right now in today's NBA, but the reality is he has greatly improved his ability to finish at the rim and play with his back to the basket. The jumper's always going to be the primary weapon, but now he's balanced that with a number of other options.
Again, Golden State.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Here's baddest one. He has 45 points. Off the pick, and Thompson sends it back.
We know that Thompson is an excellent defender. He does such a good job timing shots for those rejections. This guy's pulling his weight tonight. The guys around him need to pick up the slack and start following his lead.
Yeah, and Steph Curry, maybe not putting up the numbers he did from that impressive MVP campaign, but he is still one of the most feared players in the league on offense. And when he wants to, he can take over a game, and there's just nothing you can do about it.
Curry and his ability to put a team away in one quarter, Greg, it's absolutely incredible.
I mean, Curry just has that ability to end a game's competitiveness in a short span. What is amazing is he does so much and will often sit out the fourth quarter because of the lead he's helped to build.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
This is to Embiid. Passes it to Bannister. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
Almost like he was anticipating the play call, right? You love the hustle.
The 76ers leading by 7. Pass to Holmes. Three-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Holmes got 7 points in the game.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
On the wing, Thompson. Julia the pass to Thompson. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. They led by as many as 18 points. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. Here's prime time, and he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
I love this approach. Despite the lead, still attacking, adding fuel to the fire.
They are absolutely relentless right now, Greg. There's no end in sight. They are going for it.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And the Warriors making a change here. Young's checked in, and Philadelphia also making a switch. Simmons is checked in. Of course, when you look at the NBA draft lottery, so many of the top guys coming out are one and done. How is that, you think, affecting the way the NBA game is played and coached?
Well, obviously it can take time because the one and dones are typically 18, 19, or 20, somewhere in that age range. So you wonder about maturity. Their skill sets are probably going to be, a little bit slow to develop. It's enough of a concern that Commissioner Adam Silver has addressed it. Whether or not the player representation will allow that rule to be changed about the one and dones remains to be seen.
Count that one as a 7th make in 8 attempts. He is a scorching 86%.
And really, Simmons makes it look so easy. The way he's attacking defenses from multiple angles is really just commendable.
Now here's Iguodala. He's got 8. Here's Thompson looking for Pachulia. He gets it there. And the rejection by Embiid. Here's prime time, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Livingston kicks to Iguodala. On the wing, Thompson. There's the feed to Livingston. He kicks it to Iguodala. But Trey, that drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. And that's 11 points for Andre Iguodala.
Well, Kev, we know Andre Iguodala has proven himself a capable three-point shooter. You've got to show him a measure of respect.
Here's Bannister one. He has 45 points. Simmons passes to Bannister. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. It's Iguodala with the drive. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Philadelphia leading by 11. Here's the bodyguard. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Teams live and die by the 3. Let's check out the best. Number 5, the Warriors.
And the shooting display both these teams have put on this season has been remarkable. I mean, there are just three-point shooters all over the floor.
And Young kicks to Iguodala. Golden State moving the ball around. Young outside. For 3. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
The pass to Primetime. Shot from 16. A rebound by Young. Warriors trail by 8. 1:57 left in the third. Here's Thompson. Going to go that time.
Boy, the defense collapsing and throwing him off balance on his way to the cup.
Pass to the body. For the 3. Drills it from outside. The bodyguard's got his 3rd basket of the night.
You know, he hasn't taken as many shots tonight, but they're still ahead, and that means his teammates are delivering.
The try by Thompson. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists in the game. Outside, Simmons. From the stripe. Will not go. This is off the front line. Another shot. Shot is good. The 76ers lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket for Iguodala.
And not relying at all on the 3-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Knocks down the 3 ball. The Warriors shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor. Screen by Young. Thompson outside. Launches a 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
What mastery from Simmons. Fooling the entire defense in the paint there.
The 76ers have been coming through at the charity strip. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Some changes for Golden State. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Young. And it's Stephen Curry in for Sean Livingston. The Machine's checked in for the 76ers. Robert Covington comes in for baddest one. He's perfect from the line this time.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. And there's a whistle. That goes on the bodyguard. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Defense, the 76ers. They led by as many as 18 points. Thompson misses.
His high percentage shot right at the rim, and he's wondering what happened.
Passes it to the Machine. He slams it down right on top of Kevin Durant.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
So you can tell Kevin Durant is percolating right now. He is exceptional at getting to his rhythm.
Now through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. 76ers on top. They lead by 12. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Right now is when we go, good shot, great shot, right? Right now is when we talk on every screen down here and switch and ice and all the stuff we do on point.
And Steve Kerr, this is what his teams do. They take away a lot of easy shots, easy baskets.
Yeah, you heard him. Ice the screens. Communicate. Give me everything you've got defensively.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Clay in the backcourt. Iguodala at small forward, with Durant playing the 4. And it's Pachulia into the center, filling out the middle. That's the Warriors' 5. So it's Philadelphia now. After the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Excellent use of the screen that time. The bodyguard's got 9 points now in just the second half. Curry kicks to Iguodala. It's up a 3. Curry can't get it to go.
Boy, despite the miss, he did a really good job shaking himself completely free from the defense.
Here's prime time. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. It's on Kevin Durant.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Baddest ones checked in for Robert Covington. He gets both from the stripe. The Warriors trail by 14. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Curry with a wide open look. Offensive rebound. Philadelphia shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Lets it go with a 3. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got his 6th assist on the night.
We've learned that Steph Curry will not be impeded by a hand in his face. The focus is incredible.
Here's the bodyguard. Outside, Simmons. Over Iguodala. And the pass to baddest one. And the 3-ball is good. Baddest one's got 48.
All night. He just won't let up.
The screen from Thompson. Curry kicks to Durant. Just 5 to shoot. And stolen by Simmons. Philadelphia leading by 14. Pass to the machine. Here's baddest one, guarded by McGee, and the rejection by Iguodala. Outside Durant, here's McGee. It's tipped. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. The machine passes to baddest one. Another 3 for Philadelphia. 3. Curry with it. He feeds it to Iguodala. Back to Curry. Down low. Stolen away. Now it's John to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. From deep. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Warriors trail by 20. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. McGee inside. Durant kicks to Thompson. McGee is screen. Thompson dishes to Iguodala. Golden State moving it around. And the Warriors miss again.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter.
Curry with the steal. Floats one. McGee. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Passes to the machine. Here's Baddest one. The dish now to Simmons. And there's the pass to Primetime. Clock at 6. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Kicks to Thompson. Curry on the wing. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 31 points for Steph Curry.
He got loose from downtown the first half, now has 3 here in the second. Unstoppable.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Durant, the pass to Curry. From deep, and another 3 for Golden State.
Kevin, I don't know that there's another guy in the league that would even think about it from that distance. It's uncanny how comfortable he is from that kind of range. Steph Curry doing work.
Here's the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Curry's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Warriors. Pass to the body. Another miss by Philadelphia. Here's Golden State. They picked up 11 straight. Iguodala wide open. And another 3 for Golden State.
Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from. And they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
They get the rebound. Passes it to Baddest. Here's the bodyguard, guarded by Curry. It's rebounded by Durant. Warriors trail by 6. And Curry has it in the corner. Another 3 for Golden State.
That's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
And the 76ers call the time here.
And for the last few seasons, we've seen where Andre Iguodala's role on offense has diminished. He still contributes, but tends to defer a bit more there. And one thing you can say, though, defensively, still at an elite level in terms of his versatility.
Perhaps, Greg, the biggest asset Iguodala brings to a team is his ability to defend.
I mean, he just has great timing for when to go for the steal. I mean, he can still move his feet well and can guard anybody, but the versatility to guard point guards to power forwards is something that makes him special.
Is checked in. Philadelphia also making some changes. Sharks checked in for Ben Simmons. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for the bodyguard. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle with his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, get into the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
And Thompson kicks to Iguodala. McGee is screen. Shot on the wing. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. And you've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide open shots like that.
Now here's Iguodala. He dishes at the curve. McGee is screen. Iguodala the pass to Curry. Loose, and so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Here's Thompson, and the Warriors take on 2 more.
Now Thompson's so quick to pull the trigger. As soon as the ball hits his hands, he is ready to fire.
Baddest one, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
shot.
First free throw is good. Second, so he makes them both. And it's the Warriors' ball. Huge run right now for him, going 19-2. Picked by West. Thompson outside, stolen away. It's stolen by West. McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that run had come any later, it would have been 80 bar to do.
They're showing so much passion and determination here at the end. They're close to the lead, but still have plenty of work left to do.
Here's Curry. Philadelphia able to drain the three. Feeds it to McGee. Dishes it to Iguodala. Here's West. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Time's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And the shot goes in. And now a 6-point Philadelphia lead.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
I'll tell you, he's relentless right now. He's going straight at the defense and knocking down a lot of shots in this quarter.
Now here's Iguodala. 5 on the clock. Off the screen. Rebound by the 76ers. Time's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Thompson against Reddick. Here's Gaddis one. Again, Philadelphia.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
The screen from Thompson. Here's Iguodala. That one's off. Still out of sync. The 76ers leading by 8. There's the pass to prime time. At the elbow with Saric. Launches it. But they recover it.
Oh, tough play underneath there to give them another possession. Just what they were hoping for. A little more time on the clock. And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Gasping for air and giving limited effort on the defensive end. Right now it's all about the offense. Boy, the shooting has been off the charts.
Timeout called the Warriors.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. There's far too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
Chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Gaddis one.
Yeah, his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Taking on the defending champs always adds a little extra meaning to the game. And with the way he's gotten after tonight, it was clear this one meant a lot to him. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Johnson, he's checked in for the machine. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Sharich. And Simmons, he's checked in for prime time. Robert Covington subbed in for J.J. Redick. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Philadelphia with the ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Shoots the three. Curry with the defensive effort.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Philadelphia leading by 10. Here's Pettis one. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Golden State running out of time. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Thompson for three. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got assist number 11 for him here tonight.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
Now here's Simmons. Over Durant. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Sinks the triple. And now just a 4-point Philadelphia lead.
Well, we know Kevin Durant is one of the elite players in the NBA. If there's a big shot to be made, he wants to take it.
There's Pettis one. Holmes has a screen. And Simmons kicks to Holmes. A shot. No good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. For three, Durant. Another three for Golden State.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Outside, Simmons. Holmes has a screen. Off the screen. And dead on that time. Beautiful shot. Pettis one's got 60.
And you guys really admire how Simmons finds the open lane consistently. The vision, the unselfishness. That's what we want to see out of him.
Now here's Durant. Back to Curry. To tie it up. Yes! A tremendous three to tie it up.
Fearless, decisive, on point.
Which is exactly what you have to be, especially when your team needs a bucket.
Timeout call for 76ers. The 13-footer connects, and with a sensational bucket to put them within one.
All of a sudden, the shots now falling in bunches. The complexion of this game has completely changed.
Oh, the communication on offense is working at every level now. These guys are really cohesive. What a run.
We got 22 seconds left in the game.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
There's no doubt. They're really clicking. What an amazing all-around effort to take a huge lead like this late in the game.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're trailing by 4. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Durant.
You have to be careful around Kevin Durant because this guy loves to get fouled on the way up. He views free throws as easy points.
At the bottom for two. So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Durant hits them both.
And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead now to a one-possession game. Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
Lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, 2-possession game now after knocking both of those down.
Back to Curry. Here's the 3. Buries it. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Nobody wants taking that shot more than Steph Curry. What a pressure player.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Take break. Good shot.
He drops the first one. That will put them up by 2. Good. And it's a 3-point game.
But it doesn't get much bigger than that. A perfect trip to the line to give them the critical 3-point cushion. What poise.
And guys, that's one for the highlight reel. They needed a 3 to extend the game, and the young fella delivers.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And what great competition we're seeing so far. After regulation, the stalemate. And we'll see now how these two teams in these few minutes of basketball pan out. So here we go, the 76ers to start it. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. And Golden State looking to do their part. Outside Durant, the sharpshooters at the 2 and the 3. That's out there, JaVale McGee, and it's Curry with the 1. The Warriors trail. To the inside, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. Here's Baddest one, another 3 for Philadelphia.
I'll tell you, somebody fell asleep because the defense was not paying any attention to him. That's a huge blunder.
The screen from Thompson. Now the feed to Curry. Here's the 3. That's it, coming off the assist from Thompson. Curry's got 52 points.
Boy, how about that look from Klay Thompson? For a player known for his shooting, that passing very special.
Outside, Simmons. To the paint. Tipped away. Stolen by McGee. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Tips it. West misses.
Boy, great job protecting the rim and turning an easy layup into a missed opportunity.
Shorts with the screen for Reddick. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Well, you simply got to push through that, right? You need to at least contest the shot. Otherwise, he's going to knock it down.
Now here's Durant. He kicks the West. Makes it off the glass.
Boy, that's a quality shot. You're in the painted area. Don't get much more of a better look than that.
Here's Baddest one. Takes it from 10. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And that's now 9 points for Joel Embiid. Curry dishes to Thompson. Golden State moving it around. Not that one.
You know, just what they were looking for right there. That's not a shot he's going to miss.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Baddest one. Pass it to Embiid. Here's Baddest one. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And just no better time to catch fire from 3 than overtime. He's hitting those triples like it's nothing.
Now here's Curry. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Boy, a monster bucket yet again from Steph Curry. Knew they had to get something from that possession, and you knew he'd deliver it.
Here's Baddest one. Fires top of the key. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And the 76ers lead by 6. Thompson against Reddick. Chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Schultz.
Klay Thompson calm and cool under pressure. How about the big bucket from Klay?
Rashawn Holmes is checked in for Philadelphia. Prime time comes in for Ben Simmons.
Is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Now, here's Thompson. Shoots over Reddick. The shot, no good. The pass to prime time. Here's Baddest one, guarded by Kirk. Here's Baddest one. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Curry, shot from front. Rebounded by Holmes. The 76ers leading by 5 to the wing right side. It's up a 3. It's good from long range. And now it's 27 points for prime time. The Warriors have gone 5 for 9 on field goal attempts so far in the overtime period. And stolen by Reddick. There's the three. Another three for Philadelphia.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Philadelphia.
You're right, not much time left. Note they couldn't put them away in regulation, but after what we've seen here, a superb performance in overtime, they're managing to get the job done.
Yeah, just an amazing game, and ultimately they were able to just pull away there at the end.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Baddest-One.
Boy, we got to see this guy's full range of offensive ability. He scored at every opportunity and in every way imaginable.
As to prime time, releases from 15. David West grabs the miss. They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
Kevin, turn out the lights. This party's over.
It might be.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
Here's Baddest-One. Curry was a nice D.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
So Philadelphia wins it. They escape with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.